I've changed it to pocket stand now. That's my stand now instead of that.
Yeah, like football players.
Just does that and everything. Yeah.
You know. Got real awkward now.
It's filming, he's been bloody filming as well.
I'm just like...
So, we are over at FLF in Manchester today for episode 5 of Full Boar on Tour. We haven't come very far, we've stayed in Manchester and together. Today we have Beccy and we have Grace. Both of these guys have had phenomenal seasons last year, and I'm going to hand over to them to tell you what they've been doing.
So I'm Beccy. I finished my season in August last year. I actually turned pro in August, and the plan was to compete this year towards the end of the year in my first pro show, but decided to take the year off, make as much improvements as possible, and then compete next year and make my pro debut.
Grace?
Hi guys, my name is Grace Mannion. I moved to Manchester in April last year, and I competed through the same season as Beccy from June until July. I came second and third, and then I went in the UK, and then when I went to Alicante I came first. So I've taken a good long off season, and I'm starting prep now in May for September shows and the Arnold Classic as well in the UK. So aiming for a pro card, but also some first place in the UK as well would be super nice. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that.
So what's going to happen today in true Full Boar style? These ladies are going to take you through their workout. They both compete in bikini, so they're going to sort of explain some of the exercises they're choosing, why they're choosing them, and explaining their current goals right now in between the sets. What we'll do, we'll do a little bit of an outro at the end of the day just to wrap things up. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, hope you find it useful.
All these opportunities were just across the bridge. The world was more than twice the size, and now I was a kid. Traded in the comfort zone for life, I'm on the edge. I was gaining all my dreams, holding tightly to the pledge to myself. Was quick to move, was waist deep in the sand. We were starving to beat off all the seeds that we planted. Somewhere back a couple of years.
So as bikini athletes, the main focus that we want to really work on is mainly legs, so lower development and delts. So we are starting with adductor. So a lot of people do actually neglect adductors, but if you think about one of our primary poses is our back shot. So obviously we're looking at glutes and hamstrings, but another element is the adductor there, so it ties nicely with the hamstrings, so we need to make sure we are really focusing on getting adduction and our exercises.
Momentum, soon as I find a cadence, leave it all on the record. If it's my only reference, shocked how the bar's been electric. You could tell that they felt it, pushing the weight of the world while they sound all the frail shit, forcing the fame in my favor.
So just from like a practical perspective, like outside of physique development, generally like when we're doing leg days, we have a big squat or anything where there's a lot of bearing on the hips, and it's really good to just warm up the muscles around the hips, and that's why we like to train our adductors as well before we go in. And then after this we'll do a leg extension as well, just to warm up the quads. So we're really warming up all of the tissue essentially around the hips and the knees before we're going into a big squat, like a split squat or a back squat or half squat or whatever it is. So I guess that's just the reason behind it.
Looking back, then I realized that I do it again. All these unfamiliar faces fade from existence. Back with impeccable time, and I've been forgiven, but I'm never forgetful. I kept it solid and simple, stuck to the rail. My word been a bind, yours artificial. You frequent with the slipper. Used to love this shit more, like this was all that I needed.
Bikini girls are strong too. I think there's this stereotype that we don't lift heavy, but we very much do. And there is a lot of muscle definitely required even in bikini, so we have to train just as hard as bigger competitors and bodybuilders and stuff like that. So no reps in reserve.
Well, rounded it would appear that I pieced it all together. Standing here puzzled at the way we built up the foundation. This one's for the brodies, I got us. Get 50-50, keep it some of 100. Make do what life has got us. Let go of wait and put faith in the process. Make the most of it. All we got is the time we allotted. Call it how I see it, provide our witness statement. The way things been going, I'm all in on the table. They made the plan for their night, I made the long-term arrangement to take it up to a peak that we no longer afraid of. I just wanna be.
So next exercise is going to be leg extension as bikini girls, we don't really focus too much on quads, so there's not much volume across the week. So I'd probably say I've got about 2 sets of sort of isolation quad stuff. Obviously the main focus we really want to be focused on is glutes, hamstrings, and obviously delts. So quads, this is probably my only isolated exercise that I would do across the week.
So when warming up, we usually do like 2 to 3 warm-up sets when it comes to exercises like this. Not crazy amount of reps, working down from like 6, 4, 2, and then we'll go in for our top set weight. So it's not any crazy amount of volume or fatigue actually going into the set. We're really just priming the muscle and getting into the movement before we start. I like to use straps as well on the leg extension, just to kind of lock yourself in and stop your hips from rising up. I find definitely helps me so much. Just get locked in on the leg extension as well. When you're going with really, really heavy weights, these all little 1-2% are actually really, really big. So yeah, these are just one or more wrist straps.
Run it, loose lips, ain't ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who dis? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got shows, boys feeling like Broadway. Always look both ways, even on a crossway. Driving down Cross Bay, out town Barclays. Really on big things, came up a small way. Championship rings, baby, that's a ball game. Oh, she want a little bag, baby, that's small change. Yeah, that money talk. If we ain't cool, then cut me off. No breaking news, don't run your mouth. Thought it was the plug, now he running off. Thought it was a plug, now he running off. What you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lives, all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, ain't ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who dis? No, we don't allow it. Whoa. Whoa.
So that is the session done. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we're just going to take about 2 minutes rest now, and then we're going to go into split squat. Usually have a back squat, but I'm going to do the leg press instead today. So we'll start with split squat and then we'll do leg press. So it'll be kind of like our big movement now. Again, we're trying to work the quads here. We're going to get a little bit of hamstring, a little bit of glute. We'll elevate the front foot, elevate the back foot, just so we can get like full knee flexion. Really target the quads and hammer ourselves. Let's do it.
Go against us, I highly doubt it. Been on a road, we got it. We cannot go without it. I be on exotic, can't mess with the toxic. Curvy little body be all on me. Keeping it spicy, you know that I got it. If she need it, just call on me. Run up a tab, we running it back. Lil' mama, yeah, you can ball on me. Ride with me, we go vroom, get inside, yeah, go zone. Hop in, we zooming, the package be booming. Yeah, we got it. She picky and choosing in love with the moment. Yeah, we got it. They cannot do what we doing. You see how we moving, we got it. Mess with the squad, you try to go against us, I highly doubt it. All of my bros, we got it. They know for sure, we got it. Been on the road, we got it. We cannot go without it. Mess with the squad, you try to go against us, I highly doubt it. Been on the road, we got it. We cannot go without it. I dare them to try me, they know that I got it. I make a deposit, they all calling. 3 little baddies.
Right, so usually with split squats, I have about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes rest in between each leg, just so you've got enough recovery in between. So to go from one leg to the other. It's more, I see it's kind of like cardio. When you've got 12 to 15 reps, you are knackered after that first leg, so make sure you have enough of a break between legs that you can do. Give your all for the other set.
Like Bob Marley, just give me the loot, cause we in pursuit. Dressed in a suit like Steve Harvey. It's really just me and my bros, hey. People be hating, ain't throwing shade. Don't give them the time, say no names, cause we bout our money, play no games. Stack up our bread like whole grain, still indie like no name. Swag and splash, that's our old name. ISO, we in our own lane. Hop in, we zooming, the package we booming. Yeah, we got it. She picky and choosing in love with the moment. Yeah, we got it. They cannot do what we doing, you see how we moving, we got it. Mess with the scar, you try to Go against us, I highly doubt it. All of my bros, we got it. They know for sure, we got it. Been on a roll, we got it. We cannot go without it. Mess with the squad.
I'm sweating, sorry.
Just leaving at one set there. As he gets stronger and stuff like that, and sessions, and volume is already really, really high with that exercise at 60 kilos. Just stick it to one set. Recovery is really, really important in off season, and obviously now, you know, Beccy's still in recovery phase, and I'm entering prep. You need to be really, really smart about, you know, training hard, but not training so hard that you've absolutely battered yourself and you cannot recover from it. So one set on this, and then we'll do 2 sets on the leg press.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me but I'm old, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Drip, real plush, Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on what I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right. Yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her.
So second to last exercise is going to be seated hamstring curl. Rather than doing just one all-out set, we're going to top set, back off set for a more isolated movement like this. So yeah, second to last exercise, and then we're going to finish with calves.
Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me.
So that is a wrap, episode 5 in the bag. If you go over to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see this full bore on tour. Hopefully you found the video very useful and got to know a little bit more about how Grace and Beccy train. So how did the session go in general?
Very good.
Very good session, yeah.
Started off more quad focused and then got a little bit more hamstrings in there. So it's more like a full leg session, but it was really, really good. Yeah. 1 to 2 sets max as well across all exercises, so nothing crazy, not going into, you know, crazy amount of fatigue. So still a really, really good session though. So yeah.
Brilliant. So if you do have any requests, if you go onto our YouTube, please subscribe, like the video, and then make any comments. about anything that you want to see from us in the future.